Dexy, I know you're gonna kill this shit.
Yo, people, what you telling me? Back again for another one, bruv. The shameless one has returned, blood.
I haven't even said anything, bro. Like, I'm listening to the intro, but man, just here, man.
You're too pleased with yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't even said anything. I'm just here, bro. I'm just here. Like, I see the chat on me, you're on me. I ain't even done nothing, man. You know, I'm comfy at Old Trafford the way, like my team. You know, we're good, man. You know, we're just winning, keeping clean sheets. I don't know how you, man, did, because it's boring to talk about Arsenal. We're just getting 3 points, scoring goals, keeping clean sheets.
So are we, blood. You know that what he did.
Big up you, back-to-back games. Big up United. Did us a favor against you, man. Are doing you, man. I'm moving crazy. Unique qualities, man. Trust in Amarin, man. Cold.
We're doing our thing still. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it is what it is. It's always good.
Come on, man. 40 points soon land my chargy, man. Come on.
That's always
Ain't
good.
like last year.
No, listen. We need to see what we do this weekend and the weekend after. Do you know what I'm saying? If we slap up Forest and we slap up Tottenham, then, bro, then I'll have bear chat. You get me? But man, have to wait for them games to... Man, have to wait to move past those games, bro.
I don't know about that. My team just do what they need to do from the youngest to the oldest. I know you see Max Dalman. I know you see Wanyemi. I know you see Lewis Kelly. I know you see Eze against Palace. I know you see all the
deluded. The jury's still out, my G.
On who? Max Dalman? Stop it. Less of that.
Brother, the
Less of that.
jury's
He's
still out.
gone.
Your team does what they need to do
Rants, be
until it's
honest,
time
he's
to
cold.
do what they need to do, bro. That's why you don't win trophies.
He's gone. Rants. He's
So we
gone.
need to
He's
wait.
gone. He's lit. Generational. It's
Nah,
over.
but you need to be humble, though. You
Nah,
need to be humble.
I am being humble. You man on me. I've just said, "What a man can't
Hey,
smile."
but
Hit
man
the
just
man
need to be
them vibes
humble.
on a Friday. Happy to be alive. I didn't even said nothing. I'm
You
humble.
categorically said, yeah, my team just does what they need to do. But
They
I'm
do what they
saying
need to do.
until
That's
they
what
need to
Arsenal
do
should
what
be
they
doing.
need to
Winning games,
do.
keeping clean sheets, getting 3 points, keeping it moving.
Bro, in the words of Kobe, yeah, the job's not finished, bro.
The job isn't finished. It's October. Where did I say the job's finished? I just said I'm happy my team's getting 3 points, keeping clean sheets, winning games. That's all I said. I don't know. It's coming like an agenda. Like I can't be happy and living in the moment that we've won.
There's no agenda, bro.
There's a long way to go.
Brother, how can no league title in 21 years be an agenda, bro?
Yeah, that's good. It seems that that's all great story. Just like with the spending.
It's not an agenda, broski.
We're happy that it could be a fact, it could be whatever. Anyways, October's been great. We keep moving. I'm just happy to be here. We're just going to work, paying our bills and looking after our family. And man are saying be humble.
I hear that. What
we done? Calling boys in the building, hit anything but women and children. You know this.
Some people want more in life, though. You know what I'm saying?
We always want more. You have to aspire for that. You know what's happened? I said it last week. You know what's going on in May, bro. Like, we'll talk soon. We know what we're doing. It's cool. It's boring talking about Arsenal. We're winning too much. And everyone's copying our thing with set pieces. You not included. It's calm.
We're bored. But this is where they lose me, guys. Because you're not winning too much, bro.
Getting 3 points.
There's no such thing as winning too much when you don't win when it matters. Like,
we'll have to see what May happens, but right now we're in the moment. We're
like your PSG blood, and you just done a domestic treble.
That's great. We're winning our games. We're keeping clean sheets, game at a time. Unique qualities FC in the building. We're doing what we need to do. I don't know what more you want from me, Rants Aruna.
Bro, I hear you in it. I want you
giving you your flowers. I'm happy. Bro, man, I'm doing back-to-back games. There's no Amarin out. The Norwich Scarves are not there. It's lit now, man. I'm seeing Joshua Zertsky, rumors he's leaving, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw started. Everything's going well, man. Everything's going well.
I hear
Come
it.
on,
You know what I'm saying? But I'll be real. I don't care who goes and who stays, yeah.
You do. You definitely care if Zertsky gets shipped out. You definitely do.
Nah, bro, Zertsky's my baller, but so was Pogba. So was Martial, bro. That's life, innit? If we're winning games, I don't care who leaves, bro. That's the honest truth, bro. It's always the club first. It has to be. Like, Zertsky's a baller. If he goes somewhere else, he's gonna ball out. I have no doubt, especially if he goes back to Italy, because he balled out there before. So, do you know what I'm saying? If he leaves, I wish him all the best. I wish it worked out at my football club, but at the end of the day, we got shit to do, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the games don't stop when he leaves.
You said, and the job's not finished, man. Come on, that's what I'm saying. United.
It's the same with you, man, and Gabriel Jesus, blood. I was having a conversation with Joe Bayer earlier, yeah, because they're posting all these clips of Gabriel Jesus in training. And I was like, bro, it's sad to say, yeah, he's a good player, but Arsenal have moved on from that. You can't rely on that guy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Need him for this season.
He's looking like Martial, bro. Like, and it's
we're gonna need him for this season.
What's that?
We're gonna need him for this season.
Yeah, but you're not, because he'll be injured by Christmas again. Like,
by God's grace, he gets fit. I'm not one of them that get injuries.
Like, you have to keep it 100. Yeah, the way that you play football now compared to when he was last playing, you've moved past that, bro.
So, what are you specifically saying?
I'm saying, yeah, that the qualities that he has, yeah, how do they benefit you the way you play football right now? You man are making Eze look like Calvin Bassey, bro.
Rats, he scored against his team, boy. That's all I know. He scored against his old club. Eze's doing his thing. We're not going to do that. So just so I can confirm,
he was rubbish, though. I'll be honest.
Let's rewind.
Jesus, yeah.
You're
Jesus coming back into this current Arsenal team, the way you play don't really improve you, I'll be honest. And he's a very good player.
So Gabriel Jesus cannot contribute to this Arsenal team.
I'm not saying he can't contribute. I'm saying that you man have moved past him, yeah.
We've moved past him, man. But every player who is contracted to that football club that is in the first team, everybody is going to be needed. Obviously, I don't know if Arsenal are going to entertain offers in which I flip it and say, cool, if Gabriel Jesus is available, I don't think he'll struggle to find the club. But when you break down his wages, the fact that a man's not fully fit, buying him permanently in January, it's not going to make sense for anyone. It'll be a loan at best. I can understand if he's moved on, but I wouldn't sanction that. I genuinely believe Every player is a tool in that toolbox. We're trying to compete for 4 trophies. We need to bring 1 home as a minimum.
I hear what
No
you're
one can
saying.
convince me Jesus can't play.
Yeah,
Are you
but
really
bro,
telling
you're
me?
saying all the right things, isn't it? But
No, it's a fact.
the reality
Jesus,
is,
left
yeah,
wing, you could do a thing. We need a squad. Bearing in mind, you can see that we've got a lot of injuries in attack anyways, and we had to play a couple of young players. Obviously, Max Dowman's cold, but
yeah.
you could argue he wasn't part of the first team bar pre-season, and you saw us play that Harriman and Noose. So that tells you we need a lot of players fit. Regardless of what you're saying about the system changing and we've moved past him, what does a striker demand at Arsenal to do? Work the channels, drop deep. That's Gabriel Jesus.
He's not going to play. There's no way that your manager is going to play him down the middle, though. He'll
I'm
play.
telling you, he's going to get a run on that left-hand side.
Brother, he plays left wing or he doesn't play, bro. Like, we know this.
So what, if Jesus wasn't fit against Brighton, not even that, scratch that. Madueke, Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, all these guys, they're not playing.
Jesus goes past Havertz, Marino, and Gyökeres to play up front.
You don't think, just get on the pitch. That's my thing. You've got something to bring. You really think Gabriel Jesus wouldn't have played any part in the recent League Cup game against Brighton? Really? If these men are fit? Come on, bro.
Brother. Where's your manager going to play him? Listen to what I'm saying.
Sense, bro.
Listen to what I'm saying. Like, because if your manager is going to play him on left wing, he's not ahead of Eze, yeah, on the left, bro. He's
left
not.
Left wing is free game. Jesus just needs to be part of the squad. You don't need to be a star.
I know what you're saying, but I'm saying because I saw the same thing with Martial, yeah. Like, Arsenal have moved past Jesus, bro. As much as he's a good player, man, are reminiscing about the good times you had with Jesus 2 seasons ago. Like, Arsenal moved past him.
We've moved past a lot of players, but we're in October. We all know, yeah. Maybe not so much you lot because you lot weren't in Europe, but typically you lot are in Europe. So all of the traditional top 5 clubs, right? Minimum you're playing 50 games. Before I carry on, everyone can realize that, yeah? There's 38 in the Premier League. There's about 8 in the Champions League. Obviously, if you go further in all of these cups, that's your business. So there's 50 games. You sprinkle in the international break. The majority of these players play for their clubs. You're looking at 70-odd games. Injuries can strike at any time. We all know how that goes. There's a part for Gabriel Jesus to play. We've moved past not just him, several. Even if he was fit at the moment, Gyökeres has been playing on his jet. Gyökeres got the night off on the weekend. He can play left wing, right wing, centre mid.
So you do agree that Arsenal have moved past Gabriel Jesus?
We've moved past Bear, man. We've moved past Bear.
Yeah, I know, but that's not. But that's not the conversation we're having. We're talking about Jesus because.
Is this what you want to do?
We're talking about players that may be surplus to requirements, so we need to stay on the subject.
We need a squad. We talk about having a squad.
But you already have a squad, even without Jesus.
Huh?
Even without Jesus, you already have a squad. That's what you spent your money on in the summer.
Get into the red zone. Even the players that are fit. Gabriel Jesus fit. He's part of the squad. People said, do you not remember the Bayern Munich here? It weren't the same circumstances, but people were saying the same thing. You're going to need him. I guarantee you. And if people don't want to hear it, anyone that understands football, these are not the best players in
Where do you play him? Forget Arteta. Where do you play Jesus?
Marino, Gabriel Jesus.
Where do you play him though? On Arteta, if you've got your full fully fit squad, where do you play Jesus?
Are you listening or speaking, Rants, bro?
Where do you play him?
Play all across the front three. You're on the bench. You rotate in and out. Obviously, if your form's out of this world, you get starts. Left wing is open. I would extend that not just to Gabriel Jesus, but you mentioned Eze, right? So that's Eze. Caveat if Gabriel Jesus is fit. So Gabriel Jesus, Eze, Madueke, Martinelli, Trossard. You could even say Wanyeri and Dauman. That's about 5 to 7 players I've said, yeah. They could all do a job.
You just told me Dauman was generational and all them things.
He is generational.
So you're going to have, Gabriel Jesus as a squad option, on nearly 300 grand a week. Is that what you're telling me?
We're just trying to get clips for their clip channel.
No. I'm asking you, So you're telling me you're going to have a squad player that's on nearly 300k a week, Jesus, because you don't get into your best team.
Do the accounting thing. End of the day, you could say that. He's contracted until 2027. As I was saying, there's about 5 to 7 players that can play left wing. Let's park Dauman off because I'm more than happy to talk about Dauman. There's about 5 to 7 players that can play left wing, right? It's free game. We've got a lot. We've played a lot of football. We have a lot of football. If he leaves, it is what it is. But from now to the end of the season, not just him, every one of those players. If I say Gabriel Jesus, Mikel Merino, Kai Havertz, Trossard, and I'm speaking to Arsenal fans and Arsenal fans only. Yeah, why for letting me finish, man? Be mature. If I say these players, they're going to divide opinion, right? Regardless of that, we've got a job to do. We're aspiring to compete on 4 trophies. We need all of these man fit. We need to utilize them. Whether you play 1 game or 10, 100, that's your business. What is so difficult to understand? Yeah, he's on bread, and that's why his days are numbered. He's come out with some fighting talk, but is anyone going to be? Are we going to be flush with offers for Gabriel Jesus in January beyond the loan? Listen, if he wants to leave and Burton's doing what he's doing, great.
It's a loan thing. No one's paying money for him, and that's what I'm saying, bro.
So if nobody's buying him, and he's just come out and said, "I don't want to leave." Am I wrong for saying he's got a role to play?
No, you're not wrong at all. You're not wrong at all.
What are we doing here? Word to clue.
No, you're not wrong at all. But the conversation is, Arsenal have moved past him because you've been
That's
forced
cool,
to
they
move
can
past him.
right now for this season.
I hear
being
that, but
neutral.
you've been forced to move past him. This is what I'm
We ain't
saying
been forced,
because
it's a natural evolution, my brother.
no, but it's not
a
natural
no, we ain't been
because if
forced.
he was
We ain't
fit
been
and he was
forced. Things
available,
evolving, clean sheets,
it's
3
deluded.
points.
So you're telling me if Jesus was fit and available, yeah, you
He's
would
on
have
the bench.
made all the same signings that you made
He's on the
anyway.
bench. Yeah, we would have. Yeah, we would have.
No,
Yes,
you
we
would
would
not have.
Yes, we. Oh, Rants, you're chatting shit.
What would have been the
my
need
God,
to
you're
sign
chatting shit.
Eze and Noni if
Rants, you're
Jesus was
chatting
fit
the most
and
shit.
Gyökeres?
Wait. Slow down. Hold on. So you said if Gabriel Jesus was fit, right? That's one
Was
thing.
fit
you said,
and
right?
firing. You don't sign all the same players. You replaced him
don't
while
do
he was
the fit
there.
and firing thing. You
He's
just said if
surplus.
he's fit.
You just gave Trossard a new contract.
Old Trafford away, you know.
Would you have given Trossard a new contract if Jesus was fit and reliable?
More money, not length. Yeah, you don't think so? I just want to know because we're doing a lot. If Gabriel Jesus is fit, and you didn't say firing before, but you said firing, but we'll give you that. If he's firing, we're not signing Gyökeres, we're not signing Eze, we're not signing Madueke. Bearing in mind, we love buying Chelsea
and extending Trossard's contract.
We wanted Eze anyways. Bearing in mind, we needed a forward. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're saying? That's absolute garbage, fella.
No, it's not. Let me tell you why it's not garbage. Because hey, deluded. Come on, bro.
Every one of those signings.
You're my guy, yeah, and you're a very intelligent brother.
Come on.
You do not go out and put a player on 280k, yeah, to bring in starters, yeah, and bench him. You don't do that.
Rants, we've got.
You brought this brother in because he was meant to be an integral part of your team, and he's let you down. And it's okay because we had the same thing with Martial. Martial was meant to be
not good enough.
Martial was still meant to be leading the line for Man United right now, but it didn't work out.
I've never seen him play football. Is that the in Mexico, Ballon d'Or close? I don't know that.
It didn't work out, my brother. What I'm saying is, Gabriel Jesus has given you less than Martial gave us.
That's cap. He kicked off the transfer thing for us.
Martial won trophies, blood.
Fuck off, man.
Martial won trophies and actually scored goals.
Oh, we're gonna do the trophy thing.
What does Jesus do?
You know in your heart, Martial.
What's the most amount of goals Jesus scored for you, man, in the season?
Listen, you're telling me
Has
about
he scored double figures in the season?
I thought this was a baller channel.
Has he scored double figures for you in the season?
That's cool. Jesus is helping us.
Hey, brother, answer the question, my guy. That's what I'm asking you.
Rants, you said goals. You said goals, yeah?
Answer the question.
No, I am, but I need to know the question. You said
goals, bro. You're stalling, bro. This is crazy.
I'm happy you said goals. Hey,
you're stalling, bruv. I can't lie.
I'm letting you finish. Why for that? But that you mentioned goals, right? One of the toughest times for me on YouTube is not. It was Una Emre's unbeaten record when I was telling man. This is fraudy. It's long.
What has he done for your football club?
Hold on. Tell him, man, Pepe is not going to bank. And people were telling me different. Gabriel Jesus signed. I got a lot of heat on my YouTube channel. If anyone cares, go back to whenever we signed him. I said, listen, I'm happy with this guy. Transfer experience. He's a good player, all of this. But you see the caveat or the rhetoric around he just needs a chance to play up front, like through the 9. You get what I mean by that, innit? Like, that's not going to bank.
That's what he said he needed, though.
No, but that's my point. I never thought Gabriel Jesus is going to be a goal scorer. I thought putting your hat on him to get goals is a myth. You could be part of the squad and do your thing. I literally said in that very video, sometimes you have to learn from the best, which at the time, City were the best. Jesus was an integral squad player, not really a star. So I know we're in a different realm, but I was screaming, bring him in. Don't rely on him to score goals. It's kind of the same rhetoric with Giroud. There's a reason Giroud obviously is a decent player for Chelsea and obviously
but Giroud was a good foil for his teammates.
Yeah, that's my point. They weren't looking at him to be the goal scorer. Arsenal have done that where we take a man that is decent. We think you're going to be the 20-plus goal man. You're not that. What, like, what's hard to understand? Like, is Arsenal making you that rattled that we're spending 18 minutes on Jesus? He didn't even play.
Brother, listen. I just made a footballing observation, that I can relate to.
That's cool.
Because I had a player. I had a player at my club that we had very high hopes for. That I rated very highly as a footballer, and it didn't work out, and he still nearly scored 100 goals for my club. That's all I'm saying, innit? I'm won trophies, and that's something your guy hasn't done.
That's cool,
and we had to move on from Tony.
Amazing.
You man have moved on from Jesus. That's what I'm saying.
This is amazing. You're telling me about
my club, bro. He's dead.
This is amazing. That's cool. I mean, if the Arsenal been so good, we're talking about a player that ain't kicked the ball. That is great, Rants. But I just wanted to say, for someone that you're telling me the wages, the money spent, this thing, that thing. It's fair to say you're a Man United fan, but
where does he play then? He doesn't play. I'm disappointed
that you've stopped doing certain watch-alongs. Like, I need you to keep up the Arsenal watch-alongs.
He doesn't play though.
Jesus is play though.
Like, bro, I'm trying to make points, yeah. And
who
bro,
cares about these man getting
you're
games
just
if we win
stalling,
shit?
fam. Like, I don't know what we're doing here. Like,
Bro,
I'm not
I know what we're doing
disrespecting
here.
him. I think he's a good footballer.
Wallahi, chat, wallahi, yeah. When you saw Rants and DG in the thumbnail, did you think we'd spend 90 minutes speaking about Gabriel Jesus? I promise you, it's mad.
Brother,
Jesus
listen,
is zooming back.
I made a comparison with a Xerxes because they're relatable.
What's Xerxes got to do with this? I never mentioned Xerxes.
Brother, you brought up Xerxes leaving and all them things, and I said, bro, it looks like the club are moving past him, yeah? And the club are moving past Jesus because he's posting all these motivational videos, and Arsenal fans are getting excited, but the reality is he's not going to play.
Arsenal fans? I can only speak for myself. Man are talking to nitties outside that happen to be Arsenal fans and band.
Come on, brother.
I don't know what's going on there, man. We're cool, man. It's going great, man. It's cool, man.
I can't lie. This is what I'm saying. Deluded, bro. Listen, as soon as man feel the pressure, man want to move the goalpost and that. Man can't do that.
Moved any pressure. I'm back to bro. What? All
I asked you categorically, where's this bread playing? You're talking about he can play across the front line. It doesn't matter where he can play. Where is he gonna play?
Coming off it. What more do you want from me?
Bro, it doesn't matter where he can play, bro. That Wayne Rooney could play in goal, blood.
It's a bench
play there.
What more do man want? I've answered the question. What more do man want? Like, what more do you want me to say?
Bruv, yeah, Jesus ain't played in like a year. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he ain't played, but we don't listen. When he's back,
so he's integral to nothing. This is the point.
It's a squad game. As I said, we're in 4 competitions. Every member of that squad is going to have to be utilized. If Jesus leaves, best of luck in it. But for what's left of this season, when you're fit, if you're fit and able to show your fitness, you've got a role to play. What is so hard about saying that? We've got several players, about 20 players. Every player is a tool in this toolbox for what we want to achieve. That's dark then. That's an issue. DG, the way you man are playing is it's unsustainable. Even if you look at the metrics and you look at us, we are playing well from open play. You lot just don't want to open up against us. Everyone talks about us being defensive. Open up against us and we'll bun up you dickheads. You saw what Marino did with the back heels. And if set pieces gets us to where we need to get to, who cares? Jesus could be a scrub. We've got scrubs up front. We've got centre-backs playing left-back. And we're going to win some shit. And it's going to rattle you. Oh, set pieces. Defend your blocks.
You won't.
Either open up or defend your blocks. Enough said. Big up my team because we're doing my thing. Are we going to talk about not conceding in October, picking up 3 points, injured players to come back, building blocks?
Listen, I like this energy, you know. I like
There's
this
no
energy because
you know what
it is? This season feels like the first season, yeah, that you're actually putting your neck on the line and saying, we're going to win.
We're going to win a trophy.
And this is why it's going to be even better when you don't.
Yeah. You keep saying that because I know every week that goes by, you're getting short. Yeah, why argue with an Arsenal fan till you wait? Don't worry. May 2026. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Call the boys in the building. A's up, 3-3s up, man. Super Mick Arteta and them things there. But that's Arsenal.
Bro, this is what we're still doing the super thing. What, 6 years later?
Yeah, 6 years later. That's my brother. Yeah, he's here, innit? Anyone that's part of this Arsenal thing, I'm with you, innit? You're here. When May comes, if things don't happen, Rants, we will be sat here having some not even uncomfortable conversations, unfair discussions.
Oh, it's going to be extremely comfortable for me, I'll be honest.
Fans can't be happy and consider May, we're in October, basically November. May's a long time to go, but why can't we be happy that we're doing what we need to do? What the fuck? So what? You're not going to be feeding the unique qualities bullshit, yeah? When you man fail, qualities. That's right. Allegedly, I don't look at the league table, but we're top of the league and doing better things. Like I don't know, we got unique qualities. You lot got unique qualities. You got back-to-back wins. Crazy thing, mad.
To be fair, I think it's back to back, bro. I think we won our last 3 games. I think maybe 4. I don't remember. United, you know them, man.
Put the Norwich scarf.
Might be 3, might be 4. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's one game at a time, bro. I can't lie.
Amarin smiling. You saying Amarin wearing designer again? Crazy.
Hey, brother, listen. As long as we're winning games, bro, I'm simple, you know.
What did you say?
As long as we're winning games, I don't care about this manager. I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you and Arteta. I'm talking about my manager. I'm talking about my football club winning games, bro. Do you know what I mean? But the difference is, I ain't getting carried away, blood. I'm not getting carried away. I seen my team win a trophy more recently than yours.
I just said, forgive me for thinking the 3rd biggest club in England with a decent squad and being 2nd. I feel like I'm seeing enough to think we will win a trophy. Forgive me for being optimistic. Slate me if it don't bang.
Hey, bro, you can be optimistic, but I'm saying, that you're speaking with a different level of vim to what you usually do, innit? And I'm saying you're in danger.
You know, don't do that. It's always Vim. It's always Vim.
No, it's not though.
It's always Vim. It's always Whoosh.
Bro,
It's always Whoosh.
hey, bro, last season it was we don't even look at the table. We're just taking one game as it comes.
I'm not saying I don't look at the table in this
and
very
all
life.
of a sudden it's like,
still the same.
we're winning something.
It's
So,
coming. Right, Rants is
keep
like
the energy consistent, my brother. That's all I'm saying.
Man, don't know the league table, Rants.
Keep
I don't know what's going on.
energy consistent, bro.
I just want to win games like every football fan. Is that you're gonna have to kill me? That's crazy. I just want to win games like everybody.
All right.
It's not my fault we're winning. It's not my fault there's clean sheets. It's not my fault the man them are patterning. Whoever's out there is none of this is my fault, bro. Like it could be. I don't know what cliff Liverpool are falling off. What is winning? Because in many ways it could be winning the Premier League title. It could be in Man United's case, as Rant said, back to back to back. It could be anything. Define winning. There's many ways to skin a cat in it. I don't know what winning is. I don't know how to answer that. It's a simple yet very complex question.
Look at my small football club. You know, there's one flipping fixture on Boxing Day, and it had to be us. You know, couldn't even flipping give man a little.
I swear we're meant to get drawn out. I thought we was meant to be playing on Boxing Day. There was rumors about the Palace.
Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like we're dusted, and them man are still the only Boxing Day game. Like it's just one of them ones, bro. Like fam, I can't lie. I feel like I don't know the ins and outs of why they've split the games up, but I feel like there's money involved in it. You know them, it can only be that.
It's not that you feel that, you know that. This is only around.
I just don't know how. Don't know how. But they're doing something. Do you know what I mean? Because the games still need to be played. So what are they doing? Splitting it up so there's a game every day instead, or something like that, instead of putting them together.
God knows, man. But it's about peas, man. We all know the game that you and I and everyone in the chat loves. It's gone, bro. It's just about peas. When you can get it on TV. That's it, innit? Like football's going into a scary realm. Like before, you know, in the next 5 to 10 years, there's going to be another European competition, maybe another one at international level, more pointless friendlies. Like, you know how we played each other on the first game of the season. This is going to sound crazy, but there could be a reality that's being played in Australia or something. You're seeing that around La Liga. You're seeing that around
sooner or later, it's going to be that. Them little one-off
gone, bro. Super League ain't gone nowhere.
Games on the other side of the world and that.
Yeah, it's finished, bro. It's finished. The Champions League might even see more games on top of the more games. Like, football's done. Football's done. Players are guinea pigs. But this is what I always say, Rants, you know, obviously people can have their conversations about there's too much money in football, where anyone that understands economics knows that's a bit of a silly kind of place to go, yeah? Footballers deserve their piece. If all the United players, all the Arsenal players, all the players in every league stops playing, then what the hell are me and you going to have to talk about? There's only so many times we can talk about girls. They earn pennies. Even someone like Haaland, like, what is he on? Like 600 grand a week, something mad like
that. That's what they're saying, including all the bonuses.
Exactly. You're not getting that unless Manchester City, apologies, are making serious bread on.
Yeah, they're making billions on that.
It doesn't make sense. They're making pounds on giving you pennies. But footballers are always the ones that are attacked, probably because like we all know what our directors and that look like, but footballers are the ones we're seeing day in, day out kind of thing. It's not going to change, bro. Football's gone. And it's only going to get worse. You see season ticket. I don't know about how Man United works, but definitely at Arsenal, you know, every year it goes up and you get less. That is what's going to happen.
It goes up for us. And then when we move into the new stadium, it's going to go up again. But I must say, yeah, considering who we are, our season ticket prices are, in my opinion, they're reasonable. They're reasonable compared to, because they're less than Liverpool's and they're less than yours.
They're definitely
less than Tottenham's, and they shouldn't be.
No, but then you deep it, Rants. I guarantee you, if you speak to one of them season ticket dons that's had it for, I don't know, 20 years, more years than I've been alive, 30 years. There's probably a time you grab the season ticket. Maybe I'm looking at this basic. You're going to the majority of the games, in it. Like you're going, you've got your season ticket, you're going. Now it's Bandulu. You lot get your season ticket holders that haven't missed a game for 30 odd years. You lot get to a FA Cup final or something. You're not guaranteed to go. If you're in the Champions League, the bigger games,
you're not. You're right.
And they're always
you can opt in, but you're not guaranteed.
You're not guaranteed. And people are not going to kick up off us, can't kick up off us, because why? We love football. We all know about the cost of living. Everything outside is expensive. There's families out there, yeah, with a husband or, well, a wife with a husband or a dad, yeah. He will tell their little kids, you're not going after school club. There's no holidays this summer. There's bare things that's not going to happen. Ask him if he's getting rid of that season ticket. And these business dons, they know what's on, bro. So it's only going to get worse. Football's gone.
Facts,
and that's before me and you talk about the TV
what everyone's willing to pay is what it's gonna be, innit?
And before we even talk about if you want to go the legit route, you need Amazon Prime. That's about 100 quid. Sky Sports, fucking TNT. I mean, you don't need a TV license, but you need a TV license. So BBC and ITV, so on and so forth. And that's before we even talk about both our teams are two of the most popular teams in world football. Before you talk about the shirts, you lot have started, not as much as us, but you lot have started to do what we do in that. kind of every other week there's merch. We definitely every week got merch. So you can see how the mind games is. And that is a bigger problem in football. It's economics. You know this, Rants.
Yeah, but this is what I've been saying to man. Like, bro, like you can see yourself as a football fan, yeah, but then man are seeing you as a customer, bro. And that's why
You're a
man
client like
can't
Sancho.
chat to me, do you know what I'm saying, and say to me, right, like I'm not allowed to have an opinion on what these men are doing, bro. Because at the end of the day, if you're a customer and you're paying the money for a service, bro, you feel like you're being zanged, bro. Man should be able to have a fucking opinion.
Exactly.
You know, like that man are serving up bullshit, bro. And that's what I'm saying. When I'm watching my team here finish 15th, lose to Tottenham and that, man's allowed to say, yo, this ain't good enough, bro. Because when them man are fucking shirts are 90 quid a pop, do you know what I'm saying? All these other things, it's a
Before
fucking
you
joke,
got
blood.
a name and number on it.
But that's what I'm saying. So you're gonna do all that, and then you're serving man up some bullshit. Man are losing home and away to Nottingham Forest. Are you taking a piss?
And you know the saddest thing is, man can scream and shout, and we therefore within our rights to do that, but you can't change shit. That's why, as much as I love football, yeah, there's an element of life's hypocritical in it. Like I love Arsenal, I love football, but there's an element of like you love it so much, but there has to be an element of detachment because the thing you're probably the same. The things we're talking about, we're able to see the situation away from the tribalism.
Yeah,
people can't do that. Why? Ignorance is bliss.
No, you're right. Do you know what I mean? And never mind the man them that actually spent their money to travel over to watch that final against Spurs, where we finished the game with 5 defenders on when we were chasing the game. Like, bro, shit like that. And then man have to wake up in the morning and the manager's not under no pressure. And you're putting your money into the football club. And this is why you're right. You do need to detach yourself, bro. Because it's fuckeries.
But I understand fans that don't, because you detach yourself from the tribalism of football and you see the game for what it is. I promise you, it doesn't matter if you support Arsenal, Liverpool, United, several teams not mentioned. All these clubs are the same. None of them are what you think it is, but it's difficult for people to look at that. It's a business. Unfortunately, it's a business. You know, the club is the club, but you're forgetting the individuals who run this. Ignorance is bliss, bro. Because people, do you know how hard it is for someone, like some people love their clubs more than themselves. You know how difficult it is for people to sit there and say, like, move the blind from their eyes. It's difficult to do, bro.
No, it's mad. No, I fully hear it. I big up troops for the raid as well. You lot, that's just cut through. Make sure you
Roms, I know you're listening. Well. Don't do that. Don't do that, Bluefoot merchant, please. Not my fault. Left me. Sorry,
I saw to Robs already.
Roms, bro. Like, come on.
You know what I'm saying? Man
sending me selfies on Twitter at 9 in the morning. I was about to get myself cancelled. He's a different kind of guy, man. He's a different kind of guy. So he's drinking
this thing
too much.
Here, 100% spot on, bro. All Amarim's losses are wiped away because he won a few games. And the thing is, like, it's mad, isn't it? And this is why I say, yeah, let's deal with Nottingham Forest and Tottenham. And then after we deal with them, then let's deal with the next 2 or 3 teams. Because the reality is, yeah, this brother has lost more games, yeah, than he's won and drawn. So
you're preaching logic, though, Rants. Like,
so
it's gonna fall on deaf ears.
This player has to win. He has to win double the games that he's lost here for me to have any ounce of respect for him. You know what I mean? Like, this is the reality.
To the death, though. You're preaching to the death. Because, like, you can believe Amarin's the guy. You could believe the jury's still out. You could believe sack Donny. But football fans are fickle, bro. Like, football fans are fickle. If we're winning, nobody cares. If you're losing, it's vexedness. This is why I always tried to live in the moment. Obviously, if we lose, I'm vexed. If we win, I'm happy. But this is why I like to watch games twice. Because there's times we've lost. Not this season too many times. But there's been times we've lost and I've been more optimistic. There's been times we've won and I've been vexed. But you have to think to do that, bro. Like, fans don't do that. Like, we're minorities, and probably people in the chat, that's a minority thing. So
no, it's true, bro. And this is it. Like, bro, that's what I said to fans. He thought he cooked blood, but I was looking at Gordon Ramsay's kitchen nightmares, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like, he didn't cook shit.
What do you know
what I'm saying? Like, the reality is, yeah, if you looked at Manchester United off the back of we drew to Fulham and then we lost to Brentford. Off the back of that, if you're sitting there saying, yeah, we're going to beat Liverpool, we're going to beat Chelsea, brother, you're smoking crack because there's no evidence to suggest we're going to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no evidence, bro. We finished 15th.
Them crazy games at you every now and again.
Yeah, we finished 15th, lost the final to Spurs. Spurs beat us 4 times last season. And then we've come into this season as well, and we can't buy a fucking win to save our lives. And then you're just saying, yeah, we're going to win all these games. But when I ask you how, you don't know. Well, if you don't know how, then you're just chatting, bro. Do you know what I mean? So you don't get to use the hindsight thing after and be like, see, I told you he's gonna win. Yeah, but
No,
based
but you
off
can
of
have
what?
that. But how many times has that fallen like right? Like there's probably more times that the opposites happen. It's like us against Real Madrid. Like I got a lot of slate. Like I was saying, yeah, we can compete against Real Madrid. I couldn't have told you Rice is gonna slap in 2 free kicks and stuff. And yeah, on one hand, that's why man love football. These upsets and these random things happen, but 9 times out of 10 it doesn't. But then you're right, people do the hindsight thing. But it is what it is, because how many times has that come true versus how many times that it's gone the other way? And this is why I'm preaching. Just be balanced in this
And
thing.
we lost to Grimsby. Let's not forget that, bro. And to be honest, yeah, bro, that was on Saeed's channel, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And Saeed's my guy, but that comment section, I always have my thing on private. I don't read the comments when I'm on that channel, bro, because it's Jumanji in there, bro. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying?
Reading comments
been
as a
infected,
content creator,
bro.
it will make it. You go, man.
Do you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, yeah, I don't believe in hope, bruv. Hope don't pay my bills.
I believe in hope backed up with evidence, or a thing where I like to look at the positives, the negatives, and then just try to go for it regardless. I'm not on blind hope. That's what we should be saying, blind hope. I'm not on blind optimism or blind negativity, full stop.
Yeah. And this is the reality. Hope does not pay my bills. So based off losing those games, I don't sit there and say, yeah, we win that, we win that, we win that. All right, show you're working out then. Enough man can't show they're working out, bro. Man are just throwing around numbers.
It's a passion merchant tribal thing. Like, man can do this, we're united and scream and shout.
Brother,
and all
listen,
of that,
if passion won you titles, United, bro, listen, we'd win the league every season.
They don't get passion, don't do much, bro. It gets you need passion in life. You definitely need optimism in life as well. Like, even when everything's going positive, you need to kind of, keep your feet on the floor. When everything's negative, obviously, to get yourself out of anything, let alone football, you need to be optimistic. But to a degree, you have to face reality, bro. You have to look at what's in front of you.
Brother, my fan base will get doggied 7-0 by Liverpool and clap the team off, blood, and clap the manager, bro. Trust me, if it came down to foolish optimism, bro, we'll win the title every single season, bro. Literally, bro. They might as well carve our name in the trophy before the season even starts, bro. Because these man there, bro, they love a bit of pain, these lot, bro.
But Rants, it goes back to what we were saying. Like, man, just live in the moment, bro. And this is why football is the biggest twang, bro. Man, just live in the moment. Life mirrors football, innit? Many people bury their heads in the sand. That's why you see man that are going through serious issues. They just want to drink. They just want to go out all weekend, because it's hard to look yourself in the mirror, or hard to look at things for what it is. Football's no different. Supporting a football club's no different. It's the hardest thing to do in life, bro. So I don't
100%.
blame people who are like that. I get it.
No, 100%. No, it's crazy, bro. So to me, when I'm looking at these games, yeah, like, man just want to win games. It's not about the manager in or the manager out. It's not about that. Win me the fucking football games, bro. Because at the end of the day, you're in a deficit of wins, bro. At the point, I'm not even looking at how we're winning the games, because you're in so much of a deficit. You just need to win by any means.
You need to tip the stats in your favor.
Yeah, you need to tip the stats in your favor, because your win percentage is still the worst in the club's history. So until you address that balance, nothing else actually matters. Like, this is the reality, bro. Like, there's nothing I can say that's going to change any of that. You need to deliver wins the same way you delivered losses. And you need to deliver the wins with the frequency that you delivered the losses, so we can forget about the losses. Because I can't just forget about the losses, bro. I'm not that kind of guy that you can mistreat, blood, and then you do one good thing and it's like, I've forgotten about everything else you've done.
Facts.
You know, like, I can't just forget. Like, I don't do good. I don't do good with forgetting, bro, because you can't violate me in life. And then it's like, oh yeah, like, man, I'm not letting nothing slide, bro.
Can't.
Like, it's crazy. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? But beyond overdraft, do you know what I mean? The bailiff's been outside. Man's talking about. Man, them are sleeping outside. It's a stakeout, bro. Man are waiting for you to open that door. This man talking about. Like, that's where Amarim's been. As soon as he lost to Grimsby, man was staking outside the yard, bro. Man's waiting for you to open the door. As soon as you crack that door, man's booting that hinge is gone. Boom.
Laptop, that's it. Everything's coming out of them. But you're preaching to the deaf. You're literally talking. You're in you and a couple people in the chat, you're in the minority. That's not how a lot of football fans look at stuff. It's not. And that goes for all clubs. This is why, for me, I'm at the point now, especially with YouTube, I'm just going to say what I want to say. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'd rather be wrong 9 times out of 10, like every football fan. If I'm right, I'm right. Whoever can understand that, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. People that can have balanced conversations, and I don't agree, but I see where he's going with it. those people, all for you. If you want to do the overly positive thing or the overly positive or overly negative thing without any logic, rhetoric, or talking points, hey man, we all got to die one day.
But that's the key thing. Without any logic, bro. Listen, I'm cool for people being very, very positive if they can show they're working out. I was positive about Jason Wilcox because in my head,
you was positive initially about Amarin, but you won't get for that.
But I'm positive about every new manager that comes in because, bro,
there's nothing wrong with that.
Do you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Wilcox, I said, yo, I've looked at this guy's CV. I've looked into his past and what he's done and the kind of football he wants to play. Obviously, I saw him play football as well, and I know what kind of player he was as well, and I know how he respects the game. So because of that, I was like, you know what? I feel like I'm justified in being optimistic about him. However, if he came in and man was signing bare duds, I'd have said, yo, you shagged, man. However, the window that we had with him as DOF is the best window I've seen in a long time. We've gone 4 for 4 in this window.
It's like me with Berta. It's like Arsenal at the moment.
Window. Like, if you're happy with Berta after this window, yeah, it's justified. Because this is probably the most amount
in the Emirates era, full stop.
Window.
Yeah, we ain't seen this in the Emirates era, full stop. And don't get twisted. I did think Edu was incompetent and all those things, but I've never subscribed to the logic of like it's just cool to draw him out because at the end of the day, yeah, I can think whatever I want about Edu. I'm not in the train. I'm not at training. I'm not in the discussions and whatnot. What if there's a flip? I always try and think, what if there's a flip side? Like, what if Donny was saying do X, Y, and Z and people were shagging him? But your CV spoke for itself. Still didn't think there was going to be 8 players. There's 8 players. You've done what you need to do to the point where gap up players go out and do your thing. So you can be optimistic. Where same way, like we have been there, where we had, what's Donny's name? Raul Sanye. There was a youth from Germany, Mislin Tat. These men had great CVs. You're optimistic. You see them come in. They're stinking up the gaff. But football fans can't do that. I've always said, Rants, where it comes to football, yeah, there's 2 things I feel football fans, content creators, everything can't do. They can't say I was wrong or I don't know. I don't know why that's difficult because life is hypocritical. You're always proving wrong every day if you're really trying to grow as a person.
Bro, listen, in life, you could change your mind. You know what I mean? If new information gets brought to the table. Do you know what I mean? There's man that in jail, new evidence, and then man's outside.
Exactly. You know and if you don't change your opinion based on like new evidence that really and truly you know wrong, but that opinion was wrong, what does that make you? A fucking idiot. It genuinely does.
Yeah, but this is it. Imagine you're in jail, new evidence, and there's video evidence that you didn't do the crime, but man is saying, nah, you might as well sit there anyway. You know?
On the flip side, you can get murdered for new evidence. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
So crazy, I am.
Like the game is a game, bro. Like it doesn't really make sense, bro. But again, people don't use normal everyday life logic with football. Somehow they think that the 2 things are not related. Where if you use basic common sense in football, you'll get more things right than you get wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Common, you know this.
Just use common sense. Use the same logic that you would use in normal life. That's me assuming that there's an ounce of intelligence there. And a lot of these men are just not smart in real life. This is the reality. And then they try and apply it to football and you can see that they ain't got basic level of intelligence. But if you've got basic level of interpretation, you can look at something in football and be like, you know what? Based on this, there's the probability that it's going to go this way.
Exactly.
It's not rocket science.
But that requires thinking. Most people, like, they're just wherever the wind blows them, in it. Like, so they're just gone with their emotions, bro. And we live in a day and age of, unfortunately, when it comes to content creation or speaking about football full stop, whether it's like us on YouTube or on like the more traditional media platforms, there's no balance. There's no balanced rhetoric. It's either everything in every club scenario. I guarantee you, if we sat here and we went over United stuff, Arsenal stuff, all these club stuff, it's either everything's amazing or everything's terrible. There's no, this needs to be better, but that's cool. Jewelry's still out here because that don't sell. Most people can't sit there and think. And most people don't want to be wrong, bro. Whether they are wrong or not, most people don't want to be wrong. There's a lot of people that are more interested with their ego. There's a lot of people that would rather see, you know, Arteta or Amarin fail or succeed rather than the club do what they need to do because they said whatever they said. And
but this is the point with the super chat. And this is where I agree. I love my team more than I hate this manager. Do you know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong with that.
So if we're successful and it means that he stays, then he stays. I don't have a problem. I don't want him to leave, yeah, just to be proven right. His record already proves me right.
To work out.
His record already proves me right. Do you know what I mean? So whatever happens later on in life, it means nothing, bro. Like even this, man are making YouTube videos saying people that wanted Amarin out can hold that and this, that. Bro, you need to understand, yeah, that people trying to create division in the fan base, this is how they get engagement because they don't have any talent, bro. So man need to try and do things like this. Do you know what I'm
Bro, they
saying?
just
Like
want
the
views
reality
and
is, yeah, if you're in a relationship with somebody and they treat you badly, yeah, and you choose to stay with them, and then everything and is happily ever after, that doesn't mean you were
You're still a dickhead.
vindicated in staying. You could have still left them, bro, because they
Yeah, you could've still
violated.
left.
You know them, man. So you know what? If it ends up working out in the end, it doesn't mean you're right to stay with them, because you could have been with someone that didn't violate you in the first place. You know them ones that this is the reality. So just because it might end up working out, that doesn't mean that there weren't someone out there better for you, bro. It doesn't mean that. It just means you settled, bruv.
And I don't know what's wrong with
that's all it
giving,
means.
like,
And it's okay to settle sometimes. Do you know what I mean? It's okay.
nah, it's never okay to settle. Fuck that.
Now it's
Especially
okay.
that.
No, some people do need to settle because some people ain't levels anyway. You know them ones. Like, this is the reality. Sometimes you need to settle. Do you know what I mean? Because bare people be overestimating what they bring to the table. Like, this is the reality.
But yeah,
They be overestimating. So sometimes, you know what? My man disrespected you and he did this. Do you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. My man cheated. No, but stay in it.
or even that, you can get your flowers for doing the
There's
right
nothing
thing
outside for
and
you.
get licks for doing the wrong things. What is wrong with that?
There's nothing outside for you. There's bare man that are with things and they're thinking about leaving their thing. But bro, trust me, they'll go out for a week. They'll go out for 3 weeks in a row, 4 weeks. And when they realize they can't draw a gal, they go home and say, you know
like,
what?
oh, you know what? There's rice at home still.
Yeah, bro. You know what? My thing,
That's
you know,
needed to.
she loves me, innit? I ain't getting no love outside. Like, this is the reality, bro. Bare man do that. Bare man want to try dabble and they think, you know what? You know what I mean? Like the grass is greener over there.
Man, I can't lie. That's some grade A loser
Man are
shit,
kicking
man.
ball. Man are kicking ball on the sandy AstroTurf. That ain't grass, bro. Man are getting
That's not
shin
3D,
splints,
4D.
all them things there, bro. Like, this is the reality. Like, man needs to know sometimes you just need to chill. You just need to chill.
Them man. And if you know you're a dud, you need to settle. If not, and you actually know you're someone, people aspire for brilliance. Aspire.
Right.
It's okay. It's okay to go on loan with a meaty one for a sec, but make sure you're ready to sign for a new club at the first.
And this is what it is. So, like, listen, if Ruben Amorim does work out, when I mean work out, like, what, this is season 7 for Arteta. If Arteta wins the league this season, yeah?
When?
If he wins the league this season, it doesn't take away from the fact that he could have won the league 3 seasons and he fucked it. You know, it just means he eventually got there. That doesn't mean that if they didn't get rid of Arteta when he finished 8th 2 times in a row, that doesn't mean they wouldn't have won the league already. It doesn't mean that.
So you get your licks for the past and you get your appreciation for what you did in the present. I don't know what's so difficult with that.
Simple that's what real life does. You know what I'm saying? Because if they got rid of Arteta and they brought in someone like a fucking, because at the time, they would have been linked with what's his name, the PSG manager and all them guys. If
Enrique
they went and
was still welcome, you know.
Enrique after Arteta's third season, they probably would have won the league already. They probably would have, but they didn't. So if Arteta wins the league this season, he still gets his props for winning the league.
Exactly.
But man are still gonna look back on the season where man was top for 93%, and then the
other
season,
it's a forward ticket. Man
are gonna still look back and say, yo, we could have had 3 titles though. Could have been 4 though. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
Do. Let's aspire to achieve the illusion of perfection. Corner boys in the building, May 2026, people.
I hear it. But if something takes 7 years when it could have taken 2.5 or 3, do you understand? Like,
it's true,
even though
Moses was in the desert for 40 years, man. You don't know what journey God puts you on, man.
Success, yeah. Just because you've succeeded with this, brother, that doesn't mean there was someone better out there for you. Doesn't mean that.
Oh, 100.
It doesn't mean that. So if Ruben Amorim is successful and he wins, I don't know, wins us a trophy in a year and a half or something, not this season, the season after, that doesn't mean we're right to keep him. It doesn't mean that. Because if we sacked him last season, another manager would have won us that trophy then. Because that Spurs team was shit. We didn't even lose to a good Spurs team in the final.
Yeah, you lot committed crimes against football. As a United fan for 90 minutes.
You know? But even Oli probably wins that final. I'll be honest, yeah. It's almost like we had to lose on purpose against Spurs, but we scored for them. It was our own goal. We lost to a brother.
I'm not a United fan and I'm vexed with that. Like, I got nothing to say. But, you look fucking about.
Manager's been sacked twice, and Ruben's still here.
You man are the reason Postecoglou's quotes, and they're cold quotes about always win things in my second year. There, like Brendan Johnson's gone down in Spurs folklore. Like,
it's crazy.
Shit dons do that.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Andrew's been sacked twice, you know. And in the time he's been sacked twice, we've just managed to win back-to-back games.
Carlisle United, you lot are doing fucking. And even that with Postecoglou, I don't feel sorry for Postecoglou, but it's like every football fan looked at that Forest pattern that he had and said, "Yep, it's not gonna go well." And I think even though we all said that, we're surprised that you got. Well, I'm surprised you got sacked as quickly as you did.
You shouldn't have taken the job, bro. Like we all looked. Listen, we're just football fans, and we all looked at it objectively and said, "That's not an Ange Postecoglou squad."
It don't make sense.
How come Ange didn't know that?
I was saying like you could get Nottingham Forest relegated. You need it. It's not for you, bro.
Like,
He would have got them out of there. He would have got them out of there. And I think it's one of them. Yeah, obviously I'm not on the training ground, yeah, but I just think they never took to Postecoglou. Like it feels like the other Donny came in. They're starting to play football again. I think what's his name, Morgan Gibbs White. He's probably speaking about a bit about the failed move to Spurs, but he was saying I finally feel free again and all these kind of things. Don't get it twisted. Footballers sign out for managers as much as they, will always try and it's in their best interest to play well. You got to remember it's a siege mentality in the sport. If man don't buy into what you're trying to do, you're going to see that on the football field. It's like working in a company. You don't really like the job. You don't really believe in your boss. You don't really believe that there's career progression beyond, and you're just on getting a paycheck, which there's nothing wrong with it. But if you have the mentality, I'm just getting paid indirectly, that's going to filter through to what you're doing. Football is no different. No different. But people 100%. Don't, again, Rants, the theme of this live stream has been thinking. People don't think. I always say I don't tell you what to think, just think. People don't want to do that.
And this is what it is, bro. And because people don't think and they just go with what
whatever
tends to be the in thing, you find that when people do start thinking, yeah, things are a lot more simple than that. Do you know what I mean? Than you would think. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the reality.
That, so when it's collapsed, bro, like people, there's probably a section like when you lot finished where you finished in the league and lost to the Europa League, or like when we've collapsed on many occasions during this Emirates era. It's only when it gets to that and there's no way out because the games are done. When there's a reason to be negative, that's the only time people want to actually think. Not think when, okay, you're on a run like us, for example, on a great run, actually. Like we're doing our thing. I've got no issues. But you have to nitpick a tiny bit, not for the sake of it. It's just to be better. We can score more goals. There is a lot of football to be played. So on one hand, handling business. On the other hand, there's a lot of twists and turns to come. But unfortunately, football fans don't do that.
Yeah, but that's what's keeping me grounded, yeah, with this run that United are on. Because at the end of the day, yeah, like, yes, it's only been 3 games, but also what has changed here between last season and this season, apart from the fact that we've signed better players? Like, nothing. We've just signed better players. So at the end of the day, yeah, you have to be cautious with how much credit that you're giving this coach, because he showed us how bad he can be. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. He showed us how bad he can be. He showed us how stubborn he can be. And he's still showing us the same stubbornness with playing Dallo every single week. All of these other things, bro. So at the end of the day, yeah, like until he shows man tangible evidence that actually he's responsible for what we're doing, and it's not just the fact that we got a good goalkeeper, we got 2 of the highest scorers in the Premier League last season. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and we've got a focal point of a centre forward that we didn't have because Rasmus was awful. So until he shows man that there's more that he's added into this team, apart from just upgrading the personnel, I cannot look at him and say, you know what? You've proven that you deserve to be here, bro, because this is one of the biggest jobs in world football.
Facts.
So man can't really be... And remember, he doesn't choose who we sign because all the players he wanted, we didn't sign them. He wanted Gyökeres. He wanted Ollie Watkins. He wanted Martinez in goal. Like, he wanted Conor Gallagher. We didn't sign him. So all the signings he wanted, we didn't sign. So what exactly am I giving him credit for? Like, he has to earn my respect like everyone else. Like, he has to. Do you know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong with that, to be fair.
And that doesn't mean that I'm any less happy when my team win, bro. I've never been so happy yet in a long time to see my team win at Anfield, bro. Nearly a decade since it happened. Man made sure I enjoyed that for the whole week.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I probably enjoyed that more than you and all the United fans.
The whole week. But now Liverpool...
Red Cartel, the real Red Cartel.
Unfortunately, the last season I enjoyed beating Man City, and then guess what? Everyone else beat them. And it took the icing off it. Same with Liverpool now. We beat Liverpool. It looked like an amazing result at the time. But, bro, everyone's beating them now. So it's kind of like, how good are we? Do you know what I'm saying?
It's still a good thing.
No, but it's a good result. But bro,
I see what you mean. Is that everyone's done it, like they're there for the
everyone else is
taking.
doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like last season,
Like the jersey that everyone beat. You're not a galley.
well, exactly. Last season, the City win was great until everyone else was beating City. Then it's like, yo, actually, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, was it a thing? Like this season, Liverpool are so bad. Like, man's looking at Liverpool like, yo, was the win really like? I know it felt like mad euphoria at the time, but now man's looking at it, it's like, hold on, these men are really shit, you know.
They've been on it, and Slaughter's lost the plot, man. He's bewildering with his comments more than what I'm seeing on the pitch. Like the
brother was talking about his squad and that, like he didn't spend 400 million or something.
Everybody's going playing long balls against us. Everyone's defending this and that. Like, bro, you know this is for you to figure out. You're talking like a fan. Like, if in isolation, if I saw these things, I'm like, oh, you might have a point. I'm like, bro, this is your thing, you know. This is your thing. You finally got the summer, yeah. And I know in hindsight, Liverpool went off to win the league. But for a manager coming in, especially after a legend in Klopp, yeah, you got the summer in terms of being backed this summer that you should have got last year. To the point now where, remember when I said, yeah, with the amount of players Arsenal were getting, yeah, my biggest thing is what is Arteta going to do? Because you've gone from the team kind of picking itself to you got bare options. Little did I know, I think that's a slot thing. Don't get twisted. The players have to do better. He did win the league, so he has to be given an opportunity. But at the end of the day, yeah, if we're talking about like the right back and the right winger, and we're talking about the centre mid, and Hugo Ekitike is doing his thing, but we're talking about the attack, we're talking about the structure. If we're talking about all these things, it can't be the players. It has to be for Arne Slot to figure it out. Simple as that.
It has to be. At the end of the day, yeah,
it's always the manager
brought in a lot of players, and I still believe, yeah, that. And I was speaking to Akin Fenno. I told him this is his Ten Hag season, bro, and he's scared, innit? And he should be scared because one thing Eric Ten Hag, yeah, did, which on a Slot did as well, is first season came in, didn't really try and change too much. Ten Hag actually did. We got slapped 2 games in a row, and he went back to just doing the mid to low block counter attack thing. And we actually had a good season. We ended up finishing in the top 3, I believe, and won a trophy. Second season, he tried to implement his style, and we fell off. Tried to
do too much.
And Slot didn't try and implement his style in the first season. Second season, he tried to implement his style, but also spent a shitload of money and signed 5 men. So half of your starting 11, yeah, is completely new. And then on top of that, you've got a further decline in Salah, a further decline in Van Dijk. You lost Trent Alexander. There's been too much change.
You've not addressed that creative hole that Trent gave you.
There's been too much change in a short period of time, and it's just completely bamboozled everyone. So nobody knows what they're doing. And then you've got the Ekitike and Isak unrest as well, because you've got a young shooter that's coming, that's badding up the place.
And doing his thing.
A man are doing the hierarchy. And it's not, you get me? You know,
man's all getting booked for taking off his top
because he lost his head and things like that. Like, there's no harmony there, innit?
And when you've lost that amount of games in a row, I'm sorry, these claims might be valid. You actually need to shut up and just turn it around.
Yeah.
Like, 6-7 games can't be like teams are setting up against me and just shut up, get back to it. Like, you don't lose form or gain form overnight. Liverpool are a good team, and if you could argue if there was a time to collapse, it would be now, because you can kind of salvage the season. But less excuses, more working. It's as simple as that, bro.
But this is what I'm saying. So they haven't recruited well, and the funny thing is, yeah, Liverpool fans were talking up. They were talking up Edwards' recruitment and all these other things, and obviously he came back in. But when you look at Liverpool's recruitment, yeah, we talk about how bad Chelsea have recruited, but Liverpool potentially have had the worst window, yeah, in the league because of how much they've spent and what they're getting back. Who's had a worse window than Liverpool?
What, they bought that Leone guy, but they wanted Gurhey, so they wanted a young development centre back, but they wanted a ready-made. They didn't do that. I hear you with the Isak and Ekitike conundrum. Obviously, they're good players. If it clicks, it clicks. Right now, it's not. Frimpong, very different to Trent, but he's probably worse defensively than Trent. They haven't found a way, in my opinion, because we all know Trent can't defend, but he gives you a lot when in terms of creativity. Feels like the creative gap has been kind of, there's a problem there. Verts, man, are adapting in that's not working. I think they needed a 6. I can understand the Zubimendi links. I think they needed a 6. I like Gravenberch as well. And then you look at it on the coaching front, bro. Like, it's a madness. I know we didn't beat Liverpool and you lot did, yeah, but Arne Slot mentioned long balls, and it made me think, going back to the Arsenal game, I was vexed about Arteta. We should have done a lot more, but we tried to go long. A lot of teams have gone direct. So somebody somewhere has clocked that at some point, either this season so far or last season. So you've not found that. You've not found any solution, bro. Szoboszlai's playing right back and then centre mid and then right back. And the same way, winning games can be infectious, losing games can be infectious. Like, you lose bare games. He's got to figure it out. I still think he'll turn it around somewhat. If I was a Liverpool fan, I wouldn't do the slot out stuff. But he seems like a goofy that's got, you know, like Trap Law Ross or something, like the goofies that get a bit of attention and peas and they start talking mad. That is how Slot's carrying on. That is literally how he's carrying on. Liverpool's a massive club. The way you're talking, you need to find more solutions and less.
But this is what I'm saying, yeah. Liverpool are one of the biggest clubs in the world, yeah. He's showing, yeah, that you don't have the temperament to manage Liverpool, because some of the stuff he's saying, the Brez basically saying, teams should let us win.
Exactly.
Like, bro, what? Do you know what I mean? That don't even make no sense.
Why would you open up against Liverpool? It doesn't make sense, bro.
Bro, as a neutral, you look at that Liverpool squad, yeah, before they've spent any money, yeah, and you look at the positions they needed to identify, yeah. All the chat towards the end of last season was that Konate is not signing a new deal. His heart's set on Real Madrid, all them
and
things.
They need depth in that area anyways.
And you need depth. So I'm buying his replacement while he's still here. So they didn't address that because they waited, yeah, until the last day and then missed out on Gurhi, yeah, when really, yeah, he should have been a priority signing for them. Premier League proven.
Or a centre-back.
No, but him specifically, because he's Premier League proven, bro.
No, I hear that, Rants, yeah. I hear that. You're right about Gurhi. But for me, if I'm Liverpool, and again, it's easy for me to comment.
And he wasn't expensive.
You need a centre-half. So if you don't get Gurhi, you need to, and I know they got that Leone 18-year-old. You've just won the Premier League. You probably want to do that.
But the 18-year-old's not coming in, yeah, and being a starter.
I'm saying. So you have to get a centre-half. I couldn't tell you who, but you have to get someone else, bro. You have to. All of us, we know this ourselves. All the guys that you lot signed or we signed this summer or summers beyond, sometimes they're not necessarily first choice, and that's not a bad thing. You might not have been able to get Donny. You know, at a point, we couldn't get Raya, so Ramsdale had to do the thing. We tried for that Konate, brother. The Athletic said it didn't bang, so we got Benjamin White. Sesko, the Peas, it looked mad. I know Gyökeres ain't firing right now, but you grab Gyökeres. You have to, what's it? We didn't get Mudryk. You have to get Trossard. There's no excuses, bro. You found a right back that is worse defensively than Trent. Everybody also, can tell you.
You found a right back that was playing a right wing back here and has played right midfield for his country. He's not.
And if you're going to do that, you have to make it work. Because me and you are valid to have that claims, but you could easily put two middle fingers up at Rants, say Rants deluded, shut up and stick to YouTube. This is why we bought him. He's doing his thing. You're not doing that though. You're not doing that. Because at least with Trent, yeah, quote unquote, the cons were outweighed by the pros. I do think people do too much about Trent's defending, but yeah, cool, he can't defend. You know, when he gets on the ball, he can cut you open and stuff.
Yeah, but brother, just buy a competent defensive right back. You don't even need to go out there and get like a world beater. Like, you don't need to do that, but just get somebody that can do the fundamental basics of the position. You're playing someone that doesn't want to play right back. He's a winger, bro, that played right wing back, bro, and you were playing him right back in a system where Trent was inverting, yeah, and fucking playing as a creator role. So you've brought in a completely different profile, a completely different physical fit. Everything about Frimpong couldn't be more opposite to Trent, yeah. And then you look at Robertson, yeah. You bring in Kerkez. Kerkez played in a completely different system. Kerkez is struggling, bro. Kerkez likes to play on the chalk, early crosses, and you've got this guy inverting trying to play football. That's not his game.
You're asking a fish to climb a tree, man.
But this is what I'm saying. So you're doing all this to yourself. Gravenberch played really well in the 6, yeah, but he's not a 6. And you've got Endo in the squad that you don't rate. So what you needed to do was bring in an actual 6. You didn't do that. And my thing is, yeah, you spent a combined nearly 300 million, yeah, on Isak and Wirtz, yeah.
Just top heavy.
Wirtz's profile is not a single 10 in the Premier League. He doesn't have the physical attributes, yeah, to be a central 10 in the Premier League.
All of the guys they signed, it was attack centric, because Frimpong, we all know, like you said, he's a right winger. His strengths are more going that way. Hugo Ekitike is doing well. Isak's obviously been brought in. Wirtz has been brought in.
Right.
Just as dumb as it sounds, that we all know football is about scoring more goals than your opponent, but you're relying on that. And this day and age where everybody's doing mid and low blocks, everybody's quote unquote structurally solid, it's not making sense. If you spend the peas, you have to make it work. Now, again, there is also the caveat that, you know, players need to adapt and you can't draw any conclusions, but it don't look good. It don't look good. And many people saw it at the start of the season. Yeah, you could cut some excuses like it's just about getting the results. But I think if you ask Liverpool fans in their hearts, based on what they've seen from the season starting till when this loss started, this L started, yeah, they knew in their hearts this was coming. They knew there was issues there. They knew they had to have known that. They have to. And if you don't, you're kind of I would go back to the beginning of this live stream when we're talking about fans that just live in the clouds. Simple as that.
But this is the thing. So I can't lie. Let me read this because this is a Liverpool fan. Liverpool situation Simply United. They have very good players, but the manager's holding them back. So it's not. I completely disagree. I completely disagree that Liverpool have very good players. I completely disagree.
Oh, that's harsh, Rants, man.
No, bro, I'll tell you why. And I've always been consistent with this, yeah?
Right, come on.
No, bro, I've been consistent with this. Let's watch this, yeah? Alisson, very good goalkeeper, one of the best goalkeepers in Europe, known to be injury prone, injured again.
Mm-hmm.
Virgil van Dijk, never been the same since the injury. People have been letting my man off the hook, hands behind his back, defending, running away from
years,
players.
But he's still a good defender, though, man.
Never been taken on centre back because he never engages. Okay, do you know what I'm saying? We got Robbo. Robbo, physically cooked, passion merchant.
Decent,
and then
Kirk. A lot of the players are the Van Dijk, Salah, him declining in it. But
every time Kirk sees a black man running down that side, he's in trouble. This is the reality. Do you know what I'm saying? On the right hand side, fucking Kai Sinet, Frimpong, horrible. Cannot defend.
Yeah, horrible, man.
Cannot defend. Do you know what I'm saying? And then you got the poor you as well from the academy, yeah? He came through playing understudy to Trent, yeah? And he was meant to be a player that they were blooding in. And now all of a sudden he has to start every week, yeah? Because they fucked up with their recruitment. Do you know what I'm saying? So now he's under pressure to be a starting Premier League right back at his age because Liverpool fucked up their recruitment. Then you go into midfield, yeah? Fucking Gravenberch, quality player.
They needed a 6. Big L
quality player, but he's not a number 6. And he's showing all of his quality on the ball in the number 6. But bro, it's not sustainable to have my man in that position.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, because when you're playing out of position in a team that's playing well, you're no deluded. It don't matter what level you play at. When your team's playing well, you can play anywhere.
Yeah, you can do anything. When it's going well,
when you're under pressure, that is when that little lapse of concentration.
Because now you're having to overthink everything.
There you go.
On the pitch. Like, am I meant to be here?
And then you look at my man, the Argentine, overrated. I always said it when they signed him.
What,
you know what I'm saying? But they love him.
I think they've been gassing him, but he's a quality.
They've been gassing him. He's just a solid. He's a solid 7 out of 10 midfielder. Yeah, and they've gassed this brer like he says Fabregas.
Yeah, Liverpool fans done too much with him, but McAllister's
they done too much. So boss lie. Do you know what I'm saying? Overrated on the ball, strikes the ball well. That man will call him the Hungarian Bruno blood. Like, and the thing is, he's not even better than Bruno. That's the reality.
Sad for him, he's playing right back now.
Brother, it's crazy. When you actually look at these players, they're gassing them. Gakpo, when we were linked with Gakpo, what did I say? I said he's another Rashford. I don't want him. He just looks like another Rashford.
Nah, that's
hot and cold, more times cold.
Gakpo's cool, man.
Gakpo is Rashford with a bit better technical ability. That's it. That's it. So I didn't want him. Mo Salah's been cooked, and I've been telling man Mo Salah's cooked. Do you know what I'm saying? He's cooked, bro.
Well, look, I'm really just giving him tax off last season, innit? And this season just started. Like you could argue last year is one of his best individual seasons. But it's to be expected. Players are getting older. This is what makes rubbish, though.
Like, he's actually rubbish. They should have replaced him. Like, brother, I'm telling you, yeah, with the money that they spent, yeah, they went and they got Isak for 140 million, yeah. They could have split that 140 in half, got Mbumo for 70 million, and spent 70 million on a fucking DM. That's what they could have done.
You probably could have got a 6, a centre back, and a right back, depending on your scouting for that. Really,
I'm telling you, like, what are we doing here? Ekitike, absolute baller.
Cold.
But hierarchy is keeping this guy.
Yeah, it's more what people are doing with him. He ain't done nothing wrong. Cold.
But that's what I'm saying. And Chiesa, every time he comes onto the pitch, he looks like a good player, but the manager's just dedicated to not playing the youth. So
he gave an interview. He was like, "I've not been fit enough. I can understand the gaffer not playing me and that." But yeah, he didn't give him a chance.
Yeah, so it's one of them. When I'm looking at this Liverpool team, bro, I can't lie. Everyone fell off a cliff last season and they walked the league, bro. That's why. But the reality is, when I look at this squad right now, yeah, This squad ain't as good as people are making out. It's not. And also they're low in confidence now. They're just low in confidence. Confidence is a massive thing in football. Facts. Arsenal right now are super, super confident. They feel like they can't lose a game.
And we're not.
So now we need to see what happens when they do lose a game. And it's the same with Man United. We've won 3 games in a row. We can't be doing this bulletproof thing, bro, because we were bleeding only last month. So we can't do the bulletproof thing, bro. You're not bulletproof. You just caught life. You get me? That's all it was. So until we show that what we're doing right now is not just a bit of luck, because remember, this manager never had a new manager bounce. It could just be his bounce now. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable until it is. So until we win against Forest, then we beat Spurs, and then we actually have actual challenges where we have to face adversity and we go behind and then we win. That's when I can be like, all right, cool. Maybe there's something here right now. But I swear we've gone ahead in all the games that we've won so far. We have, haven't we? I believe we have. So, man said, Rants, United winning the next game. I think so.
Who man got?
Forest away. I think we're going to beat Forest. But if we lose, I'm not going to stand here and say, oh, you know what, I didn't see it. I've been seeing it for the last 3 years.
It's not plain sailing, but you should win, man. They're in a bit of
a
rut.
Not. Do you know what I'm saying?
Though, stinky football.
We haven't had to recover from a losing position in any of the 3 games we've won. So that's another box that needs to be ticked. Another box that needs to be ticked is when we come up against a team that are playing a stubborn low block, don't want to play football. They let us have it. Can we find a way through? Doesn't matter how, but we still need to tick that box as well. There's loads of boxes we ain't ticked. So I can't have chest after 3 games. I can't have chest after 3 games because then I'm an idiot. Like, it makes no sense. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to earn the right. I have to earn the right to be confident in these players. Like, they need to. Bro, I can't, bro. It's too soon. It's too soon.
Actually, you know I can't disagree with the logic.
That's it. So I think that we're gonna beat Forest because they're going through a transitional period. They got a new manager. They're still working out what they are.
It's like their 3rd manager in the season. Mad thing.
They're still working out what they are and what they're gonna do. But they beat Porto, and Porto were undefeated, and they beat Porto, and that was the home game. So at home, we know that they can win. So man need to see how they set up against us. And remember, United is most teams' cup finals. Sean Dyche was talking about our club when he was out of work. I would have done better than Amorim 4-4-2 and all that. So he's gonna have a point to prove. He's gonna be sitting there thinking, yo,
first against them, man.
Bro, he's sitting there thinking, yo, Amorim, I'm gonna show these man that this Amorim's a fraud. Because he was laughing at Amorim when he was like, you better hurry up and win some games then, innit? Like, that's what he was on. That's what he was on.
You got Sean Dyche, man.
Because man was like, yo, like, yeah, 3 at the back, I believe in my principles and that. Dyche was like, you better win some games then. Like,
he's
you know,
scheming,
like
he's scheming.
That's what he was on. So, bro, it'll be just like Dyche, yeah? The 4-4-2 man in his head back here and win. And then all of a sudden we look like dickheads again. You see what I'm saying? Bro, come on.
Scenarios, man.
Like, bro, man have to relax, man. Do you know what I'm saying? If we win this game, it's a step in the right direction. It's 1 box ticked, but there's loads of boxes to tick because, bro, we lose every week. Don't forget that because man had a little 3 wins.
And it's sad that they call you negative, you know, because I don't think you've been negative in this segment that you've been speaking, but...
Nah, bro. Man, I just being logical, fam.
Arsenal fans, but
man can't forget all the pain we've been through because we had 3 wins in a row. That's crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? That's like them man that grew up broke, blood, and they make a little bit of money and they go on like they can't be broke again, bro.
Exactly. You can get motion, you can always lose motion, man. Stay humble.
That's what I'm trying to. You could always lose motion, bro. Like, that's life. Do you know what I'm saying? So you need to stay grounded. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the reality. Man can't get a little bit of peas and then start trying to bad up all the man them that are still in the ends, like, you know, them ones. But you
that's when life starts humbling you, you know. You don't want that. I'm saying,
you was there, and now you want to flex on the man them in the ends because you've got and they ain't got. It's like, bro, you were here.
The hyenas as well.
This is what I'm saying. You was here, bro, and you don't want to get dragged back there because you can't go back there.
You can't go back there. You're gonna be put in the safe space, but a different space, but the safe space with less than you had. The gorillas need to eat. And if they're hungry, you might be food.
This is what I'm trying to say. So you can't be laughing at people that are where you were, bro. That doesn't make no sense. It's not logical.
Yeah, but football and logic, chalk and cheese, Rants, man. Which is
See
the
that
theme
there?
of this live stream I've been getting is chalk and cheese, man. Football fans and logic is chalk and cheese. They win,
That's it.
best team in the world. You lose, everything's horrible. And that's what they do for 38 weeks in the Premier League until it all restarts again.
100%.
And this is how they twang the masses. This is how content creators and media outlets twang the masses. A lot of people
Pure
can't
facts.
think. And it's never going to change. That's why I rate you, because you're actually on still trying to preach to the deaf. Me, I'm like, if that's what you want to think, do your thing in it. I hope you're right.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I
on
hear it.
talking
And
to the
it's
deaf.
facts about Delete. Delite's been so integral for us. We
Got a
lose
good
him,
start to the
and the
season
same thing
still.
happened last season. Like, there was a record, like, bro, we just kept, as soon as he was out, we just kept losing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, one thing can absolutely spin a season. And when our confidence is so fragile, we're just lucky that things are going for us at the moment. And long may that continue. Hopefully it continues for the rest of the season. However, at the end of the day, when you're looking at all the teams above us, they got more injuries than us. All of them.
And you lot
Arsenal
play
got more
one game
injuries
a
than
week.
us. I was gonna say Chelsea, but they ain't. I don't think they're above us anymore. Tottenham have more injuries than us. Like, bro, like, we have no injuries apart from Martinez, who don't count because this bread is never available.
Forgot he was a part of things. Must
Like,
admit.
we got a fully fit squad to choose from. Fully fit. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of football to play, bruv. So that we just need to take every little segment of the season bit by bit by bit. Because if we lose tomorrow, there's gonna be a percentage of the fan base that are crashing out like they weren't chatting shit for the last 3 weeks. That's what's gonna
But
happen.
this is football fans, though. But this is what I mean. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Exactly. They'll probably be more critical than you, and then you win next week. It's all amazing.
Yeah.
Football fans just follow the wind, man. Whatever direction they're blown in, that's where they're going. This is what it is.
So yeah, man, we just need to relax. You lot got Burnley or something, a minute. You lot are gonna slap them up.
Like, come on, man. We're gonna get 3 points. You know what my thing is, man. You know what my team
See?
is. Like.
So now we need to win, guys. Because no one's keeping the pressure on at the top at the moment.
I don't know who is top. What is top? I'm just happy we're winning games. Like, I support Arsenal, massive club. There's always going to be pressure. There's pressure on the gaffer. There's pressure on the boys. There's, for all of the outside noise, it's more pressure internally. Like, we want to achieve certain things. We want to go down in Arsenal folklore, and to do that, we just need to win games and see where it takes us, man. I don't know where we are in the Champions League table, the Premier League table. I believe I heard someone say we're in the quarterfinals of the League Cup. Let's just keep working. Corner boys in the building, man. You know what we did? It. Our thing's so different, but get me. I'll be back here next week with 3 points, man. You know us.
No, I hear it. You men are doing your thing, guys. You know what I mean? And
come
obviously,
on,
guys.
Come on. Hey, are we gonna get a Saturday watch along, Rants?
No, you're playing the same time as us, I believe.
Oh man.
You're playing the same time as us, bro.
Sunderland. Come on. We need to
we're
watch.
we're 3 o'clock in it, so
you let me down, man. There was no watch along for Atletico, man.
No, because I expected it to be an absolute dead game. You know what I mean? So I didn't bother. I watched Real Madrid. No, I mean, so we're gonna see, innit? We're gonna see, bro. But at the end of the day, like, the perfect time to start watching you lot is the last 10 games of the season. I always say it. So enjoy this right now, fam.
Quote me.
Because when you inevitably have your blip, because every team does have a blip.
It's over. Yeah, we will have a blip.
We will be
Rants,
there.
it's over, Rants. There's none of this Arsenal. I told you so.
It can't be over in October, bro.
Rants,
what are we doing here?
Rants, I promise you, it's done. It's done. I hear it. It's done though. It's different.
All right, cool.
It's different.
All right,
May
bro.
2026. There's silverware there, you know. It's cool, man. You lot keep doing that.
Let's
I know when
see
we have
it.
that little loss, you lot are gonna do too much. It's cool, and we've already had the blip. When we beat Little, you lot were calling us cowards at Anfield away, at City at home. So you get me,
Boy.
calling the boys in the building, man. You don't want to buck us. Deadly from dead bulls, throw-ins and that. It's crazy, absolutely crazy, man. It's cool though, man. I'll be back here next week with a clean sheet and 3 points.
We're gonna see. You lot subscribe to Deluded. You know what time it is. Gonna redirect over now. Rants and Gunner. We're gonna continue the football conversations, people. We're here. You know what I'm saying? What you got coming up for the rest of the day, fam?
Nothing, man. Actually, I done a video this morning. Just calling, man. Actually calling. Might edit some clips, and that's about it, man. And then it's on till tomorrow, isn't it? Really?
That's it. You get me? So you
I'll
lot
be tuning
make
to
sure.
you and Lee, innit? Really?
That's it. You lot make sure you support the thing. You know what time it is. Big up everyone inside. as usual, ticket link to my fight is gonna be pinned
Yeah.
in every chat. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's 5 weeks. 5 weeks on Saturday, people. You know them ones there. So
we're not at 500 likes yet, allegedly. So
yeah,
come on,
let's get
people,
the
it doesn't
lights
cost
up.
a thing.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're 5 weeks away on Saturday, man. Life is good. You know what I'm saying? Man's
5 weeks,
yeah,
knock that
the
brother
weight
up,
is
man.
where it needs to be.
Out.
Everything's good. You get me? So yeah, man. Big up everyone inside. Make sure we get them 500 likes. And then yeah, Rants and Gunner coming up next.